The Abandoned Mansion. Tunde, a journalist known for solving mysteries, browses through old newspapers at his cluttered desk in Ibadan. The air is thick with anticipation as he stumbles upon an intriguing article about an abandoned mansion. The faded headline reads, "Ibadan's Haunted House, a tale of ghosts and tragedy." In the dimly lit room, surrounded by dusty books and faded clippings, Tunde discovers chilling accounts from locals about ghostly apparitions haunting the mansion. Whispers of a tragic history echo in the stories, and Tunde's eyes widen with fascination. The thrill of uncovering secrets call out to him, and armed with his camera and unyielding determination, he decides to investigate the decaying mansion. Tunde steps on the streets of Ibadan, a mixture of excitement and fear of the unknown going through his veins. The setting sun casts long shadows as he reaches the outskirts of town, where the abandoned mansion stands like a silent soldier, its crumbling roofs revealing glimpses of forgotten beauty that it once was. Nightfall has come as Tunde touches the door of the mansion, which surprisingly opens. He looks around, takes a deep breath, and steps into the mansion. Upon entering, a shiver runs down Tunde's spine, and he hesitates for a moment. The air inside feels heavy with the weight of untold stories. "Just superstition," he mutters to himself, pushing aside the initial unease. Boldly, he moves forward, guided by the flickering light of his flashlight. As Tunde explores deeper into the mansion, the cobwebs and dust flying around him as he steps forward tell tales of years gone by. In a room filled with dust-covered furniture, he stumbles upon a collection of old photographs and letters. With each image and word, the sad past of a family comes to life. "This must hold the key," Tunde murmurs, examining a faded photograph of a once happy family. Three figures look at him through a particular photo. As he involves himself in the haunting history, Tunde can't shake the feeling that the mansion holds secrets eager to be unraveled. Tunde keeps looking around the old mansion. The air feels heavy, but he keeps going, eager to solve the mystery. In one room, shadows move, and strange laughter fills the air. Tunde feels like running out of the mansion, but he says to himself, "Tunde, there is nothing like ghosts." In one room, shadows move, and strange laughter fills the air. Tunde feels like running out of the mansion, but he says to himself, "Tunde, there is nothing like ghosts." He comes to a door at the end of a corridor. He carefully opens it and goes inside, his flashlight lighting up the room. It's a dusty, almost empty room with a single cabinet at a corner. Carefully, Tunde goes through the cabinet and discovers a strange-looking staff. It reminds Tunde of a staff he has seen a local village witch doctor hold. It's a dusty, almost empty room with a single cabinet at a corner. Carefully, Tunde goes through the cabinet and discovers a strange-looking staff. It reminds Tunde of a staff he has seen a local village witch doctor hold in a traditional ceremony he once witnessed. He picks the staff and looks at it. He snaps it with his camera. As soon as the camera flashes, without knowing it, Tunde activates a presence in the staff. Suddenly, a force is released from the staff and the ghostly figure of Aisha appears. It's like smoke at first, and then she, Chijioke, and Zainab slowly take a solid form. Tunde can't believe his eyes. He rubs them, thinking he might be dreaming. He even pinches himself, but what's happening in front of him is real. The ghostly family he saw in one of the pictures in the house has come to life, and Tunde is caught between amazement and disbelief. In his attempt to understand, Tunde meets the ghostly family: Aisha, the sad mom; Chijioke, the troubled son; and Zainab, the ghostly daughter. They don't talk, but instead, they use mysterious signs with their hands, like a secret language. Tunde, a bit confused, tries hard to understand what they are trying to say. Aisha points to the ceiling, her eyes filled with sadness. Chijioke makes a motion that shows something breaking apart. Zainab waves her hands like she's trapped. Tunde scratches his head, not sure what it all means. But then, as they keep using these signs, Tunde starts to connect the dots. Aisha is showing the time when something really sad happened to the family. Chijioke is explaining how things fell apart, and Zainab is telling about being stuck in a bad situation. As Tunde puts the pieces together, the signs become clearer. The ghostly family wants to be set free, and also they want justice. They want the wrongs from the past to be made right. Tunde feels a responsibility to help them, to bring justice and break the never-ending cycle of sadness that has trapped the family for so long. As Tunde understands the signs from the ghostly family, a chilling realization creeps over him. Aisha, Chijioke, and Zainab were victims of a terrible crime. Through the signs, they reveal the story. A wicked uncle, driven by a dark desire for long life, discovered black magic. The signs become very clear as Aisha points to an old photograph as if it were in another bedroom, her eyes reflecting the warmth of a family once whole. Chijioke signals a betrayal, hands mimicking a terrible act. Zainab's ghostly hands explain a struggle, emphasizing the pain of their last moments. With a heavy heart, Tunde understands the horrifying truth. The wicked uncle, consumed by dark magic, murdered the family, trapping their souls inside the staff. The same staff that Tunde had unknowingly activated, unleashing the bad force that kept them captive. Feeling a deep sense of responsibility, Tunde knows that justice must be served. The signs now carry their need for freedom, a need to break the curse that binds them. Aisha's eyes plead with Tunde to set their souls free, to undo the wicked uncle's bad spell. Aisha points towards an old dusty door, hinting that a hidden knowledge lies within. Tunde, curious, asks, "What's in there?" Aisha responds with a mysterious sign, encouraging him to explore the room. Tunde walks towards the door, opens it, and his flashlight lights up the room. It's an old-looking library. The ghosts follow him in. Chijioke, the troubled son, points to an ancient book on the shelf. This holds the key. He communicates through ghostly gestures. Tunde opens the ancient book, revealing strange symbols and the history of the family's tragic demise. The ghosts guide his eyes to specific passages, unveiling the story of the uncle's betrayal and the dark magic used. I understand someone might have written your family history here, but who wrote the story of how all of you were killed? Tunde asked the three ghosts who are looking at him. They all make signs which say they put the story there. Tunde notes, saying in his mind that with ghosts, anything can be possible. Tunde reads out, "Confront the shadows." He looks at them, and Zainab, the ghostly daughter, directs Tunde to a dimly lit corridor with shifting shadows. "Confront the shadows," her signs suggest. As Tunde proceeds, the shadows change into ghostly figures from the past, forcing him to confront the haunting moments of the family's betrayal and murder. Tunde watches like it's a movie, seeing how the uncle took the family out of this world. The uncle comes in with a bag of ice cream, and the family happily welcomes him. They all enjoy the ice cream, but soon they start feeling sick, vomiting, and then lying still, not moving. Tunde sees the uncle taking their bodies to the room where Tunde had picked the stuff. The uncle, who is wearing a flowing agbada, takes out the staff from his pocket and does a ritual. He summons their spirits and traps them inside the staff. He says, "Now I have trapped their spirits. I'll add the years they would have lived to my own age." The staff goes in that cabinet. "Since I'm the only one left in the family, no one can take this mansion from me. I'll bury their bodies outside tonight." The video light revelation ends, and Tunde looks at the three ghosts. Now it makes sense. Your uncle used black magic to take your years of living and added them to his own years of living on this earth. Where is he now? The ghosts just stare at him. "Anyway," Tunde says, "the main thing now is to free your soul so all of you can rest in peace. How do I do that?" As Tunde asks the ghostly family how to set them free, they make a sign indicating he should break the staff. Just then, their uncle walks in. The ghosts tell Tunde that the uncle can't see them. The shocked uncle, not expecting anyone, questions Tunde. Who are you? What are you doing in my family mansion, and who were you talking to right now? I am Tunde, an investigative journalist, Tunde replies as he snaps a picture of the uncle. The flash makes the uncle scream, demanding from Tunde not to take his picture in the mansion. Zainab tells Tunde the uncle doesn't want people to know he's there and points out the uncle doesn't want to be linked to their deaths. The uncle sees the staff near Tunde and shouts, "What are you doing with that?" Desperate, he demands Tunde gives him the staff. Tunde quickly raises the staff and smashes it on the floor. It breaks into pieces, and white light bursts from each broken piece. The uncle screams as light bursts from his body, and he slumps, dead. Zainab explains that the lights leaving his body were the years he stole from them. He is dead now, she says. We are free now, asks Joke. The three ghosts thank Tunde for making their souls rest in peace, and they disappear. Tunde, shocked and sweating, looks at his camera, recording the whole event. He glances at the dead uncle on the floor. Crime does not pay, Tunde says. You took the lives of your relatives to gain life, but now you have lost your own life. Every crime must be punished one way or the other. Tunde leaves the mansion, reports the whole incident at the police station, and the police move in to investigate. The video Tunde recorded is used as evidence, and it is a short and closed case. 2 weeks later, Tunde writes the story of his experience in the mansion and publishes it online with video clips of his experience in the mansion to teach people a lesson on why they should not engage in evil acts. Join us on our next video as we continue to give you creepy tales. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and comment on the comment section. This is Scream Time Tales TV.